Hello, my millions of fans.
Please, Jorgen, please, I didn't mean to be that super close to the camera. I thought I was super far away from the camera, but it turns out I'm super close to the camera and I didn't mean to. Please, Jorgen, please.
And Benny.
Hi, Benny.
Welcome back to the chan. It's been a while. Oh my god. Today we're gonna be watching a video about, today we're gonna be watching videos about an Instagram influencer. I finally found one of those, like, dude bro accounts. His account name is lennymilleryt, as in like YouTube. So his whole thing is that he goes up to women on the streets and then he's like, does height matter? And if they say no, he leaves them alone. And if they say yes, he busts out a scale. Or he does something that like puts them in a vulnerable position and he judges them.
Does height matter?
Yes.
It does? Step on the scale. 180, holy frick. Put the alcohol down. Alright, your turn.
I weigh 130 pounds.
Okay, 170? She said she weighed 130,
No way,
bro.
Lily and I weigh the same.
Did you just call her bigger than you?
No.
Yeah, you said no way we... No, you know what you just did.
And we're just gonna watch that and try not to get a tumor. I think that'd be really fun for us. Because, you know, we don't go outside. We can only imagine what it would be like if that happened to us. We can't actually imagine. I have to do the thing. Hi, Mom. Does height matter? Alright. I really want to be on, like, one of these show things and just ruin it with my awkwardness. I think that'd be great. My first thing that I would do is cry. Either it's real tears because I'm overwhelmed, or it's because I just really want to make it awkward. So I think that'd be really interesting, but I feel like they wouldn't post me because of that.
Do you guys think that height matters in a guy? Yeah. It does matter? Step on the scale. 130? 120?
That's a lot.
Hey, the scale doesn't lie.
I think my biggest thing is, like, you ask them a question and then you have a problem with it. I mean, I guess it's like a, haha, I got you there. If height matters, then your weight matters. They didn't say height was bad. They didn't specify. Because I watched some other videos and he's obviously doing this thing where it's like, okay, what about short men? Sticking it up for the little guy. It's like if I came to you and I'm like, oh, you don't like girls with curly hair? Show me your fingernails. It's weird. It's weird. Because one of his defenses is that weight can change, but you can't change height. And it's like, okay, hair can't change. You could try straightening it, just like guys could try wearing heels. But now show me something that is changeable about you that I'm randomly bringing up because I just want to prove a point, which is not being proven. My point that's being proven is I'm kind of a douche.
Step on the scale.
I'm 200 though. I'm 200.
Step on the scale.
I know my weight. I'm not ashamed of my weight.
Step on the scale.
I look good.
Step on the scale.
No one said that they didn't look good. No one said that their weight was bad. I feel like he like messes with the scale to add more weight, to be like, oh my gosh, you weigh this much? Which, okay, if we're going by his logic, and it's like, oh, what about the shorter people? Okay, what about the heavier people? What are you trying to say? Is being heavier bad? They don't have to be insecure. Why are you so surprised if someone weighs more? So what? What's your point? Huh?
I don't judge girls based on stuff they can't change.
I don't judge girls. Preferences are okay. I get it. Some can get weird. Like if someone's like, I only want white people. When it comes to like those race ones, or like there's a girl somewhere in here who's like, I only want 6'1" guys.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah,
height.
Height?
Height.
Yes, it does.
Wait.
Like 6'1".
And it's like, okay, it's a little odd. Don't worry about those people. It's not like he's trying to get with these girls and be in their preferences and he's fighting for his chance. He's not. So mind your business. He just does it to frustrate people and it's working.
And I don't judge women based on stuff they can't change, because that's unfair.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, you're 6'5". That's why you don't judge men on this.
Yeah, but I stand up for the... I don't judge men because I'm not gay.
I judge women because I'm straight. To show my heterosexuality, I hate on women. I body shame women. I just hate women. That's how you know I'm in it for real. So you know.
Gay.
I don't think you're 6'5".
Alright, 130 is crazy. Put down the 4 Loko.
If anything, you're making short people look bad. Some men prefer women shorter than them. Some men like tall women. Are you going up to them? Are you chasing down... Actually, can we find one? Can we find one where he chases down a man and is like, oh, does size matter? And if they say like yes or no, he busts out like a yardstick or the freaking tape and then hypes them measures them, you know? Does he do that, or is he just only going to women? One thing he did is he said, like, oh, what if there's a short guy who's like husband material?
Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah.
It does? Wait, but you know men can't change that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so step on the scale.
Why?
Because you're judging guys based on stuff they can't change.
No, it's not like a bad thing.
That is a bad thing. What if he's so short, but like he's husband material?
No, that's fine.
I think if you found a person who's husband material, you're gonna ignore the rest of the preferences. Because I've seen some people get with some really interesting faces, and I'm like, man, their heart must be pure. And if there is a person who's like, oh, he was great, but like he wasn't tall enough, or he wasn't short enough, then don't associate with them. You're fighting for no one. Find a hobby like this one.
So take back height matters.
Okay, height doesn't matter.
Nice, boom.
I think the answer that he's looking for from people is just to say that I like short guys. The question he should be asking then is like, should people only go out with tall guys or something like that? Because just saying, does height matter? It's like, yeah, you know, personality matters, preferences matter. You can't be in a relationship when you're not attracted to them or not attracted to them. You can, but it sounds pretty miserable if like both of you guys think you're the most like hideous thing ever and you're just chilling together.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah.
So we're gonna measure your waist. Because men can't change their height, but you can change your waist size.
I feel like he should go by something different. Like, for equal. You can't think of anything else? What about men's waist size? What if I want a man with a slutty waist?
Slutty waist.
What if I want a little slim, thick queen? Why can't you go height for height? Women can't change their height. And if they can, it's with heels and stuff. Just let the men wear heels. What's the deal, dude? Trying to boost men by raising misogyny, I feel like. Is that it? Am I on to something? Am I going somewhere? Nowhere? Back to school? Please don't send me.
32 inches, naturally.
I can care less. Just me. I don't care.
He has nothing to say to that? He has nothing to say to confidence? Oh, typical. Oh, typical, dude. Of course you wouldn't know what you're saying to a confident woman. What would I do? Okay. Well, we know what I would do. I would cry. I'd get so scared. I'd be so intimidated. Tell him a little weasel. But if I didn't cry, he's like, oh, do you think height matters? I'd be like, I think, yeah, people can have preferences. I think it's important. And he's like, get on the scale. I feel bad because I'm underweight, so I know personally it like kind of hurt me, like, but in the end, it's like I'm not trying to be in anyone's preference.
Liar.
Or like, I'm not trying to be in his preference, so I wouldn't really care what he thought of my weight. He doesn't know what's going on, so I would just stand on it. You just stand and you leave. And then you hope that they plug your YouTube channel. I don't think it's gonna happen, but my biggest fear is that this man comes after me. I don't think he will, but I'm so scared.
Does height matter, yes or no?
Yeah.
So we're gonna measure your waist. Because we're gonna judge you based on something you can change. How do you think short guys feel when you judge them based on their height?
Probably bad. I don't know.
But they don't tell them that. I don't know. I mean, there most likely is someone, like, realistically, scientifically, there's probably someone out there in the world who's like, I don't want to date you because you're too short. But that's a terrible person anyway.
Yes.
Terrible is in the sense of just blurting that out. I don't know. Who am I to call someone terrible? It's so weird. If you're interacting with someone and you're like, hey, I think you're really cool. Can I have your number? And it's like, you're too short. They're probably also a douche. Don't be sad. Be happy that you're not getting with that weirdo, okay? But if they mentally say like, oh, I think that person's too short, so I'm gonna say no. You know what? Yeah, I feel like it's less mean because they've kept that to themselves. And they're just like, oh, no, thank you. And you'll never know what it was. You could assume it's because you're short. You could assume because it's a lot of things. You could assume it's because your father flew a plane once. A very specific plane. I know where you thought the joke was going, but I would never go down like that. Mic drop.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah.
But men can't change that.
Too bad.
So we're gonna judge you based on how much makeup you wear.
I know I already mentioned it, but it's just that thing. It's like you ask them a question, and it's like, okay, well, now we're gonna judge you. It's like they didn't sign up for that. They answered your question, that's it. It's kind of like, do you like apple pies? And if the person says no, like you throw an apple pie at them. It's like, dude, what is your deal? They knew what they were signing up for.
I'm not taking it off. But
Why?
It's blush and mascara.
So how do you
I think men feel when you put on blush and mascara, when they see that tint on your cheeks and darker lashes, how do you think they feel? Because they can't become 6'11", you know? And that makes them really sad. So when you put on makeup, think about all the guys shorter than me. Not me, though, because I'm 6'5". My fellow men out there. who probably are not worrying about you. Because that's the other thing. It's not like when this girl says no, that's like 10 million men like, what? No, she doesn't like short men, my chance. The preferences go beyond that. There's personality, there's looks, mental and physical, that's about it. There's more things, right? And if she does find a person who's super great and shorter, she may choose that person because their personality is super great. Who knows? It's different for every single person. You're gonna throw a pie at every single person who doesn't agree? It's weird. You freak, and you're making money from this, I assume.
How do you think men feel when you judge them based on their height? Because they can't change that.
I was kidding.
So height doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, nice.
I wonder if she says she was kidding because she didn't want to take the makeup off. But you don't have to take the makeup off. You could just walk away. Walk away. Does that show my age?
Size matters in a guy.
No, I don't care. You know what I care about?
What do you care?
I don't like short people.
Wait, but you know that men can't change their height. Then I'm gonna judge you based on something you can change.
Come over here. Get closer.
Hairline.
Come back up. Back all the way up. Are you chasing down the men who have breast size preferences or butt preferences or like thick to skinny preferences? Are you chasing them down and going like, oh, well, they can't change that? Everything can be changed. Literally everything can be changed. It just takes a lot. You know, men can change their height if they want to. Anyone can change their height. You can get your knees chopped, or you can get implants in them. You can get implants, or you can die. Oh wait, reduction, sorry. Point is, you just hate women. You just hate, that's your whole content. You just hate women because you're not chasing men down and like saying, hey, well, it's really hard to change this for women and they shouldn't have to live under this structure that men have built for them. You should really change your perspective. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're just doing it for the men. And that's fine. I hope you guys have what do you do after?
So we're gonna measure your waist.
You're not gonna measure my waist.
Then you can't judge men based on height.
Because you won't let me touch you, you can't judge men. I don't know. What is your... Because you won't date your cousin, you can't... Wait. Because you won't date your cousin, you can't find a stranger hot. Because a stranger can't help the fact that... Wait. Because you won't date your cousin... You can't get a dog. Because the dog can't help that it's a dog. Or wait, no, hold on. Because you won't date your cousin, you can't find someone unrelated attractive. Because they can't help that they're unrelated. That's in their blood.
Yeah, you're cooking it.
So,
I think.
No, that's the thing, because he can't change if someone's related. And he's picking things about women that they can change. Oh, okay, I guess. Whose preferences are you going by, right? Because you're judging waist size, and it's like, that's a preference. That's a preference. If you think someone's too big or too small, height is a preference. Does height matter? Yeah. This weight to you matters. Because if like a girl like seems to weigh too much to you, you start freaking out. If their waist size isn't small enough, you start freaking out. Yeah.
I'm much older than you, and I'm a tiny bit smarter than you, or maybe a lot bit smarter than you.
I'm gonna tell people that. That's my new thing now. Or like when I'm in an argument, I'll be like, hey, I'm a smidge smarter than you. But we're probably at the same level. We both have our PhDs. Mine just like didn't come into the mail yet. It's coming. Yeah, by Harvard, Yale. Yeah.
I doubt it. You're a woman.
I think we're done. Yeah, it's just rage bait. It's just rage bait, and I raged. I raged against the machine. The misogynistic machine that they've created. Anyway, who's the name? Oh, good night. I love you. Benny, please make sure to subscribe. I said your name. You have to do it. Mwah.
I forgot to make an outro.
Oh, I noticed you're attracted to people who are not your family members. Show me your bank account. Because it's not adding up.